Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time to the tailback. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Reset. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's crashing. And Eddie.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
36 to Mike. Go. Mike, 36. And 86.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go quarterback's head, drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
36 to Mike. Hey, let's get that home. 61. Matchbox lights. Undercurrent.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 36. Watch an alpha. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
And that'll set him back 5.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Check.
Here's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, check. Man, 80. Line 36.
Back to throw, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Darnold on 3rd and goal. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Motion. Mike, 50, Mike, football. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Situation, let's go. Rock 36 to Mike. And that QB's trash.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Rock 36 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, boy.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded into 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on first down. T. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Watch 36 to Mike. Blue Jay.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
They'll try the left side. T able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're running it.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. That's it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on, D. Trump. Mike, check. 59. Get up. You don't want nothing. Get it. Pick up the ball. Go. Mike's 59. Come off the ball, hard. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Go. Hey, turn.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, this is Geis. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the ball comes loose, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Kill. Check it.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards the...
McDonald, he lost the football. Into the Redskins. How did they do?
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. This is Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Geis alone in the backfield here. Second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Lady. Line 36. Line 36. I'm going to orbit. I'm going to run you a touchdown.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Line 36. Line 36. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Red 80. Young lady. Watch 36.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A final shot before the break. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Haskins to throw. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Darnold. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. And 80. 36 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, exit. 36.
On first down, Darnold. Ertz has it left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's third and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Check three, check three. Motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion. Mike, 36. 36. Six man. Check third.
Third and 2, Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Second down, Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards on first down. Teague, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They'll keep it on the ground. Teague. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on third down. Haskins. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
36. Red 80. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Darnold now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
36. Line 36. I don't even know why this team showed up. Watch 36.
Darnold. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Intended that time for Cooper. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 36. Mike. Here we go, young lady. Double dog, double dog. Hey, wahoo. 36, 36 to Mike. 65, 65. 65.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch 36, 36 to Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Red 80. Mike, 36. Bravo. 36. Watch the out. Watch the out. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
36 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Seam six.
All day, every day, any day. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Lady. Watch your slant.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
36 to Mike. Hey.
Go.
Mike 36. Mike 36. I'm here all day.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brand.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Redskins take over let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right. Mike 50. Mike 50. Go.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Shoot. Yep, go. Time go. Check the back.
Second and 10 now. Haskins looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw again on second down. Darnold, and he fires one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
36. Line 36. Oh, yeah. Lady. Here we go again. Here we go again. Watch 30.
Hey, high 7.
Line 36. Line.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Kill. Ready? Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You're trash. Mike 36. Mike 36.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Time to go. Night.
The lady.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, watch the ball.
Slam. Check. Lucky. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Watch the edge.
Big Dan.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Haskins. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.